Welcome to another property tour. We are here today at 1601 Anderson Place Southeast. We are in Parkland Hills. We are looking at a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, 1-car garage. It's 1,871 square feet, has a new TPO roof. This home was built in 1942, so there will be a lead-based paint disclosure on this one. Just a quick tip on lead-based paint: if the walls have not completely been removed and replaced with new drywall, 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna go ahead and say there could be a layer of lead-based paint somewhere on that drywall. But of course, you wanna get an inspection to make sure that's all properly done. Now, this property does have the stucco redone, the roof's new done, pretty much a flip from the ground up. They did new plumbing throughout the house. My question is the plumbing, is it done all the way to the sewer line, or is it just to the fixtures and then to the sewer line? It's, the sewer line's still the old sewer line. So that's one of the questions I would probably have. The landscaping is very nice on this one, and then the backyard, pretty much remodeled back there. They did add water hookups so that you could add a bar to the back, and there is a gas line for the barbecue grill. Now, the cool thing up top here is there's gonna be a 400 square foot deck that they added. So I can't wait to get up there and show you some of the views. This is gonna be your initial entrance. The 1-car garage is completely detached, but there is a door to come in through the back. Now, walking up, we do have tile in the entrance here. I would say it's a little bit of a slip hazard if there is a lot of wet spots on here, so I'd probably keep an eye on that. Now, coming on in, we have a ton of granite counters. Ton. Look at that. I think it's almost, they said 90 feet of granite. Now, this tabletop here is going to be 50 inches by 38 inches. And the cabinets are 28 inches. And there's 2 Lazy Susans here. We do have brand new appliances with Samsung. Look at that backsplash. I wish we had some LED lights underneath. That'd be pretty awesome. Kind of make it feel a little brighter. Let's take a look at these Lazy Susans. No, not too bad. Stunner. I wonder if these are slow closing. Let's take a look. Definitely not. But they are brand new cabinets, so I mean, that is the plus side. Now, the one thing I do have an issue with this house is going to be the heating and cooling, more the cooling than the heating part. So this area right here is kind of like just your, formal living area right before the formal dining area. Then we have your living area right next door to this. So every room has a space heater just like this one, and there's gonna be a thermostat for each one. Now, that's actually the thermostat there for the air conditioner, and that's your only vent for the air conditioning down here. So it's not central air. Here's your thermostat right here, and this controls both of them. So no central air, so there's gonna be another vent upstairs that you'll have to see. Now, the bathrooms, oof, they are amazing. Look at those tiles up to the floating cabinet with the, looks like the oil brush bronze. Then we do have the tile going all the way up. That is a sight there, do love it. Stackable, only thing you're gonna be able to fit, there's not a 220 outlet, only a gas outlet. So kind of keep that in mind if you do have an interest in this house. Now, recessed LED lighting throughout. And we do actually have the dimmables. So look here, set that mood right. Oh yeah, I like it. Now we do have the stairs going up. We're gonna check around though. There's another bedroom downstairs. The other 2 bedrooms are gonna be up top. Now, this is the issue I have with this one, is we only have the fireplace in here. We do not have a wall heater. So the only source of heat is gonna be this, and we don't have vents for the cooling in here. So that could get a little musty in the summertime over here, especially if you're familiar with Albuquerque, New Mexico. We might be able to get 5 seasons in one day. And I don't even know if there's 5 seasons. But we're gonna head upstairs real quick and take a look at the master and the other bedroom. Then I really wanna get to the deck. That's my biggest thing here. All right, we're gonna check out the master bedroom first. or the owner suite, sorry. I do love how they added the accent here to the roof. You have the recessed lighting inside of the accent woods and the beams that go across. Pretty spacious. I would say that's definitely a king size bed. I mean, we might be a little tight with some dresser drawers here. Do love the built-in cabinets, always a good feel. I'm gonna go ahead and say this is probably the husband side, and it literally stops right there at that point. And then it's gonna go wife, and then wife. Just, that's what it spells out right there. And I have no problem, because I'm pretty sure I fit all my clothes in that closet, no problem. Here we go with another beautifully remodeled bathroom. I do love how they have the vanity light on the mirrors. We'll show you that in a second. Trying to get you the top here. There we go. All right, and then we'll go ahead and play around real quick. There we go. All right. Now, the grand gesture. We're gonna head on out to this deck in just a second. We're gonna show you the other bathroom, of course, really fast. And then I wanna point out a couple things outside. Very nice. Now this house does have new flooring throughout. It's laminate. There is gonna be tile in the wet spots. Now this deck is pretty much, I feel like the main focal point of this house. I love it because I could just imagine my kids running around up here, you know, having some friends over, doing the good old hoopla. Check out these views. Man. Very quiet neighborhood. Haven't had a lot of traffic. It doesn't seem like a lot of people riding their bikes. Now we do have the swamp cooler up here. Again, there is a new TPO roof, but of course we still have some ponding here, so the flow isn't going as well. Take a look at that. Now here's another issue I'm concerned about. This bad boy is actually pretty hot. This is going to be a vent for, I'm assuming, one of the wall heaters, or possibly, yeah, actually it's probably going to be the wall heater, guaranteed, just where we're located right now in the house. That's going to be another one there. Right over here, I'm not too sure what that's going to end up being. If someone might have an idea, go ahead and give me a suggestion down in the comments. But right next to it, we got a spout. And I'm assuming that's going to be your water line that's going to end up hooking up right here to your swamp cooler. Of course, you'll want to make sure that's all hooked up and ready to roll. I think one of the big things is when we're in the transition from winter into spring, not a lot of people will have this hooked up and ready to roll. And spring hits, you get a 80-degree weather, and you're not ready for it, and you're scrambling last second. Oh, look at that. I just caught that last second. Right there, there's a little junction box that's actually covered by one of the boards, and it can't open up. So that's another thing I'd probably point out. Other than that, I mean, everything does look like it's completely redone. Oh, one more thing about the plumbing, just to show that they did have new plumbing throughout. You can see it's not Aquapex, but it's the blue and yellow lines that they have sometimes for the faucets. Oh, this one you can't see it. But we got new braided steel lines, there we go. That's not too bad. Again, that oil brush bronze finish on majority of the fixtures here for the doors. We do got a 6-panel door. The doorways themselves, I'm gonna go ahead and say they're probably only about 7 feet, 7.5. Here's your other thermostat. So this is another thermostat for the AC. This is actually pretty awesome for swamp coolers. It's pretty much automatic. Like if it hits a certain temperature, it's on and off. But at the same time, you know, when you're dealing with a swamp cooler, you have it running 24/7, that's for sure. We're gonna head back outside real quick, check the backyard out. I really wanna show you where this bar setup's at. Really nice feature, especially for entertaining. So here it is right here. We got it sticking out. Of course, I'd probably look into getting this bottom piece resealed here, making sure it's completely finished. But everything is ready to roll. I'm gonna go ahead and assume, and I know assuming is not great, but this is gonna be your flow for whatever sink you might hook up. And then of course, we go over here, we have the gas line for a grill. So you can have your grill hooked up. Really love it. I love the drainage that we got set up here for in case water does get down here. It has a way to exit, and you can tell there's a little bit of a slope going with the property here when it starts back over there down into here. So the water is going to actually get out of the way. You might have to end up brushing it, of course. If there is some more water, you don't want it sitting and ruining what you got going on here. Now, I do love backyard access. Backyard access is always a plus. You know, you never know if you're gonna end up redoing something out here in the landscaping. It's always great to just have access somewhere instead of having to run a wheelbarrow back and forth. Because I have done that multiple times in my life, and it is never fun. Your hands are sore, your back's sore, your butt cheeks are sore. You're like, I could have just gone to the gym and squatted it out. I love this. Imagine if we had a tarp. I don't know if we can put that, just because we do have the electricity up above here. Let's see if we can get a look. There we go. So that's another thing. And of course, that's another thing I looked at here is we do have the tree that's messing with the wires. It's in the way. I mean, it would be nice just to have that fixed before closing, so it's not an issue later in the future. You know, last thing you need is that taking all that down and whew, you're calling P&M on an emergency crisis. So on this side of the property, we actually have your gas lines running. Okay, so there's your gas main line, and then we have lines spidering out throughout the house, probably to provide the wall heaters, of course. And when we look down, we're going to see the clean outs. There's 3 of them. Now, I'm not too sure what the banana hoop looking deal is. I'd probably want to ask a question. Just know what it is, right? You want to have as much knowledge as possible about the property, especially if you're going to end up buying it. Now, this is going to be your water heater closet. Manufacture date 2020. We do have the flex line for the gas. We have a T drip leg. Good. We have the drip pan. Awesome. Straight line coming in for the relief valve, and the relief valve itself coming out the outside of the house. Perfect. It has the expansion tank with new braided lines. You know, it's done right. Done right. I think the only thing I'm concerned about is, where is the green tag? Oh, and there's your new lines there, the blue and the red. So I'm assuming that those probably run through the house to supply the water. And that's, again, where you want to have that question of, you know, how much of the plumbing was actually redone, right? Was it just to the fixtures inside and the water lines ran, or was it also the sewer lines running all the way to the street? I do want to thank you guys today for coming through this property tour and checking it out. I would love the opportunity to earn your business. You can reach me anytime at 505-363-7926. You can also email me at joshua@mregrp.com. And I also have a website, joshua.themrealestategroup.com. Look forward to seeing you guys on another one. Have a good one.